Hi everyone and welcome to $1 million App Ideas. I'm Pietro Messineo, I'm an indie dev and I successfully exited some apps in the past. And that's why I feel comfortable today in giving you some suggestions or even some recommendations on how you can enlarge your app portfolio. And why not, maybe even make some millions out of it. In today's video we are not going to analyze an app, but instead we are going to analyze a study case. Today I want to share the story of Cupla. That's basically an app that their main scope is to manage the busy schedule of couples. So, as someone who is navigating the high and lows of app development, I found actually Cupla's journey both inspiring and instructive, and that's why I wanted to share it with you today. So, let's start from the problem. Cupla emerged from a simple universal problem, the challenge couples face in keeping the flame alive amidst the hustle of daily life. So basically the core idea was to ensure that even the busiest couple could find time for one or even to date each week. So how can this be done? So we can see here several ways on how they thought they could solve this issue. For example, by synchronizing their calendars in a user-friendly app, making it easy to schedule joint events, tasks, encouraging regular date nights through personalized reminders, for example, and even the restaurant bookings. But immediately, the road to success wasn't straightforward, as you can imagine. So initially, Cupla, bet big on their date setting feature. So expecting it to be the app's main draw, so the main core feature that everybody will love. But as you can imagine, they quickly learned that it didn't foster habitual use. So they were expecting that people would eventually return to the app more frequently, but instead they found out that they were coming only once or even twice, and then not return with the frequency the team was hoping for. So this led to a pivotal moment, a shift in focus towards optimizing their shared schedules. So, well, it wasn't only about adding on another feature or adding more feature. It was about reimagining what made Cupla indispensable to its users. So, the shift was driven by data and the feedbacks that they got from the users. And one of the most important thing was the adaptivity of the team and the responsiveness that they did in their app in order to accommodate the changes and the feedbacks from the users. So they applied several effective strategies that we are gonna see one by one. So one of the most effective strategies in Cupla's growth was the use of SEO and ASO. So they started creating some contents on their website that was basically resonating with the target audience and optimizing their app also for the search engines using the ASO. Based on those two things, they were able to attract users organically. And it wasn't just about getting the users download to the app, but also ensuring that they would see eventually some value in the app itself. One more thing was also the onboarding process. So I was having a look at their onboarding process and I can say that is a masterclass in user engagement. Why? Because it quickly demonstrates the app's value through simple visual features that the app is offering. So the users can immediately see how it will fit into their lives. So basically also the wow moment when the user find that it can actually help them in solving the issue of the issue of the schedule, the busy schedules that they need to match with their partner, actually did a big help to the company to actually grow. But that's not it. We have also one more thing, the pricing and monetization strategies that played a critical role because Cupla experimented with various models before finding the sweet spot. They discovered that the value that people were perceiving was closely tied to the price. So the price is tied actually to the premium quality of the app. And was a vital lesson to the company itself. So let's move on. What actually did we learn? So for indie developers like us, the Cupla stories underscore several key points. So the first one is the importance of truly understanding our users and being ready to pivot based on their needs and behaviors. As we said, they quickly did some changes to their app in order to try avoiding a runaway of users, basically. Then also the power of SEO and ASO in driving organic growth. So we don't have to underestimate the power of SEO and ASO when we are building our app. And the last one, it's the onboarding and pricing, which means that creating a nice onboarding experience and using a strategic price, or at least doing some testing on the pricing until we find what's the best deal for our users, then this is another thing that brings value to our app. So as we continue to develop and refine our projects, we need to keep those lessons in mind, because the path to the success is rarely linear. And we also saw it with all the apps that we build, and for sure you as an indie developer found it out as well. Because our persistence, adaptability, deep understanding of our users can bring us to achieve the goals that we are expecting. Because, as I always said, data-driven apps are the one which basically allow us to have a very big growth. Because if we do not check what are the data that we have, what our data are telling us related to the onboarding dropping of the amount of people, because if you do a long onboarding, people maybe will just drop out because they are annoyed and they want to skip it, or they will not understand what is the app about. Even pricing, if the prices are too high, people will just not pay for it. If you're offering only one pricing, or if you're offering two prices, offer the trial, and so on. So let's always do A/B testing, let's analyze our data, and based on all of those things, we can grow our apps. Thank you very much for your time, and let's keep creating our apps together. See you in the next video.